Good morning, students. I'm just hoping you all are enjoying your holidays. You are not working on your hobbies and finding some new interest to work on. In computer classes, what we will do, we will cover mastering in typing. What we will do, we will cover mastering in typing, but after revision. Okay. What we will do, we will do mastering in typing, and I am also sharing the book which we will follow to cover this topic, mastering in typing. But before this, what we will do, we will do revision of all the class notes that we have made till now. We will do revision for at least 2 to 3 days. We will do revision of the stuff that we have written in your notebook. Clear? Okay. So in today's class, we are going to cover the three main topics. First is ICT. That what is ICT? What is the role of ICT in our daily life? What is the definition? What are tools and technologies for the ICT? Second, computer system and its components. Computer system and its components. Components में students हमारे पास क्या क्या आता है? We are having hardware, software. Okay, what is hardware, what is software? Another thing that we will cover is four main things of computer system component is input unit, output unit, CPU and storage media. So we will going to cover these four also, that what is input unit, what is output unit, then CPU. CPU also consists of three parts. We already know this. CPU consists of arithmetic logic unit, control unit and memory unit. Yes. What is ALU, what is CU, what is MU, we will study in depth. Okay. Now what is memory unit? Memory unit also divided into two parts, that is RAM and ROM. What is random access memory and what is read-only memory? We will also study this. Clear? The next thing that we are going to cover is peripheral devices. What is that? Peripheral devices. So first thing is ICT, second is computer system, and third is peripheral devices. Peripheral devices are further internal and external. Yes, peripheral devices are also internal and external. Internal may we have graphic card, optical disk drive, modem, network interface card, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth adapter, and in external peripheral devices we are having digital camera, smartphones, tablets, smartwatches. Yes. So in today's lecture we are going to cover three main topics, that is ICT. What is ICT? What is its role? Then computer system. Computer system can be classified in two categories. First is hardware and software, and second is input unit, output unit, CPU and storage media, that is secondary memory. Now CPU is further divided into three: arithmetic logic unit, memory unit and control unit. Memory unit is further divided into RAM and ROM. Third topic that we will study is peripheral devices. In peripheral devices, further division is there: internal peripheral devices and external peripheral devices. So class, we will take these three topics one by one. Clear? Okay. Okay class. So the first topic is ICT. Now what is ICT? ICT is information and communication technology. What is ICT? ICT is information and communication technology. Okay, where ICT is used? ICT is used in banking, e-commerce, communication, social media, teaching. In teaching we are using digital smart boards, right? Personal healthcare, entertainment, disaster management, agriculture, defense. In all the sector we can think of ICT is being used there. Yes, we have discussed this in the class in very detailed manner. So I don't think this part needs revision anymore. Yes. So we will move on to the next part, that is what is ICT and what are ICT tools and technologies. Okay. So ICT, definition of ICT is given by the UNESCO, that it is a form of technology that are used to. It is a form of technology that are used to. It is used for various purposes. ICTs can be used for creating what? We can create anything using personal computer, digital camera, scanner, smartphones. These all devices used ICT to create something. And for processing purpose also, we are processing our data using calculator, using personal computers, smartphones. Storage also, like we are using storage devices, CD, DVD, hard disk, pen drive, cloud storage is there. All these are also ICT, as part of ICT technology. Then for display, we are using monitors, we are using television, projectors, smartphones. All these devices are come under display. Then transmission, for transmission we are using internet, we are doing video conferencing, teleconferencing, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. All these technology are part of ICT. Now for exchanging the information, we are using emails, we are using social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, online forms, YouTube, RSS feeds, blogs. All we are using for purpose of exchange information. Okay, now there are some important definitions, important full forms we can say. First is geographic information system. Geographic information system is used in our daily to daily life for location sharing, for predicting the weather. Okay, for all this application we use geographic information system. And also we all are updated with the BHIM. What is BHIM? BHIM is Bharat Interface for Money. Bharat Interface for Money. What BH stands for? BH stands for Bharat, I stands for interface, for M stands for money. Is it clear? So ICT part is done, that where ICT is used, and ICT is a form of technology that are used for transmission, creation, processing, storage, display, exchanging information. Okay, now we will move to second part. What is the second part, class? Second part is computer system. Second part is computer system. Okay, so what is computer system? Computer system, we all know, class. This is a program. This is what? This is program. And program consists of set of instructions. There are various instructions we give to computer, and those set of instruction is known as program. If there are various program and we bundle them into one, then this set of program is known as software. So class, you must be clear with this, that what is a program? Program is set of instructions. And what is software? Software is set of programs. Am I clear to all of you? Okay, now basic components of computer system. We can divide computer system components into hardware and software. What is hardware, class? Hardware means all the devices that we can see and touch. Okay, like keyboard, we can touch the keyboard, we can see the keyboard, monitor, mouse, CPU, all these devices are hardware. Now what is software? Software is set of program, and program is set of instructions. Okay, software can be of two types. It is application software and system software. Application software are all those software that when you will open your personal computer or laptop, all the software that you see in the screen now, all are application software, because application software is for user convenience. And what is system software? Software that system uses is known as system software. For an example, system software mein what we will have operating system. Okay, in software system software example is operating system, and application software example is Mozilla Firefox, VLC, MX Player. All those applications that you use for your convenience is come under application software, and all the software that system uses comes under system software. Clear? Now second type of categorization is this. We categorize all the components into 4 parts. What are those 4 parts? 4 parts are input unit, output unit, CPU, and secondary memory. Okay, now what do you mean by input unit? Input unit gives input to the computer, first thing. Second thing, हमारा जो computer है, our computer understands only the binary language. वी ऑल नो दिस. वो हमारी इंग्लिश हिंदी नहीं समझता, इट ओनली अंडरस्टैंड्स द बाइनरी लैंग्वेज. नाउ input unit converts the human language into the binary language. Clear? Same way output unit, what will output unit do? Output unit will convert the binary language into the human readable language. Okay, examples of input unit through which we give input are keyboard, mouse, scanner, joystick and many more. Output unit examples are monitor, because on monitor output is given out by the computer, projector, printer, speaker, headphones, all are the examples of output unit class. Now secondary memory is that memory that we attached externally to our computer. For an example, disk, but disk is embedded nowadays in our laptops and computer. For an example, disk, okay, pen drives or CD, DVDs, or all are example of secondary memory. Is it clear what is input unit, what is output unit, what is secondary memory? Now we will see CPU. Now we will see CPU class. Now what is CPU now? CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit, and it is also known as brain of computer. CPU is also known as brain of computer. Now CPU consists of three things. First is arithmetic logic unit. What is ALU? ALU stands for arithmetic logic unit. Now what ALU do? ALU do all the computation stuff. What ALU do? ALU do all the computations, all the calculations. Okay, all the calculative part is done by arithmetic and logic unit. Now second is control unit. Second is control unit. What control unit do? Control unit tell whether we have to read the data or we have to write the data. हमें डाटा लिखना है या हमें डाटा पढ़ना है, हमें डाटा इनपुट कराना है या डाटा आउटपुट लेना है. क्लियर? इट इज these signals are sent by control unit. Now third is memory unit. Third is memory unit. Now we all know what memory unit do. Memory unit consists of two things, RAM and ROM. RAM and ROM. What is RAM class? RAM stands for random access memory. RAM stands for random access memory. And what does ROM stands for? ROM stands for read only memory. ROM stands for read only memory. Okay class. Okay, RAM stands for random access memory and ROM stands for read only memory. Now what do you mean by random access? Random access means like this is a memory. Okay, these are the blocks. This is one block, this is another block, this is another block. Now you can access any block anytime. This means random access, and it is, we can read the data from RAM and we can also write the data into the RAM. But in read only memory we can just read the data, we cannot write the data. Okay, in read only, उसके नाम में ही है that we can read but we cannot write the data. Okay, in ROM. Okay class. Now when we switch off the power, जब हम पावर सप्लाई बंद कर दें कंप्यूटर की, what will happen? अगर डाटा हमारे पास रैम में है तो वो वॉलेटाइल होगा, वो वहाँ से चला जाएगा, वो सेव नहीं होगा. और जो डाटा रोम में है इट विल बी सेव्ड इवन आफ्टर पावर सप्लाई इज़ ऑफ. ओके, फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, आप अपने वर्ड में काम कर रहे हो, आप अपनी वर्ड फाइल बना रहे हो और आपने वो डाटा सेव नहीं किया. ओके, एकदम से पावर ऑफ हुई तो क्या होगा? ऑल द डाटा विल डिसअपीयर, है ना, बिकॉज इट इज़ सेव्ड इन योर रैम. बट your games or photos that is in your disk, that is in your disk is permanent storage और वो delete नहीं होती, वो volatile नहीं होती, right? Therefore RAM is temporary memory and ROM is permanent memory. RAM is temporary memory and ROM is permanent memory.